Hi guys, here at Balderstone, and I know what you're thinking. A few videos ago I did say I was going to try and stay away from this park for a little bit and skate kosher green a bit more because the obstacles are bigger and badder and it'll get me to become a little bit better rather than staying safe on the smaller obstacles here. But there is a reason I've come here today, and the reason is this Euro gap behind me. If you have seen the kosher green video, which I spoke about a second ago, you'll know I ollied up my first ever Euro gap in that video. This was not that Euro gap, because this is Balderstone. But it's a Euro gap, and it's a different one. It's maybe a bit smaller, I'm not 100% sure, but it's totally different because I can ride in from this flat bank and then get to it that way, rather than pumping up a transition and turning back round. So everything about it will be slightly different and off. So I wanted to try and bring the Ollie up the Euro gap to this skate park and just know that I can do it in a different environment, because as many of you will know yourselves, you take a trick that you can do all the time up the same sort of obstacle, but you just go to a different park and it's just completely gone. So it would be nice to know that I can ollie up this Euro gap as well as that one. And to be honest, this should be easier, as I've said, because I've got the run up from the flat bank and it does look slightly smaller, I would say. Not 100% sure on that, but it does look a little bit smaller, so it should be easily doable. But it's different, and anything happens, anything goes when it's different. So the Euro's not the only thing I wanted to try and do when I'm here. I want to skate the nice mellow flat bank here as well and just work on my flip tricks. Try a few various different flip tricks on this flat bank. They're two of the main things I've come here for. May try a few other bits as well, depending how the ollie and the flip tricks go. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully a nice little chilled session, and we're going to have some flipping fun. So let's get into it. Okay, not too bad once I got going with it. It took me longer than I was hoping for to get going, but it wasn't too bad, and considering I hadn't warmed up beforehand, we'll take it. That was a-okay. So now we've got the small task of the Euro out of the way. Let's move on to my favourite little bank and get some little flip tricks going on. want to toot my own horn, well, that was a mighty fine kickflip. And every attempt you just seen there, every attempt I tried. I got it on my 7th try or somewhere around about there. That never happens. 57 tries, then I get one, looking half as good as that. But 7 tries and I got one that good. Wow. So that was a big contrast between the kickflip and the fakey kickflip. The kickflip was just on point. I seemed to just have it today. Today was a kickflip day. As for the fakey kickflip, a couple of toe touches, close calls, but just not happening at all. I feel like I could have carried on and maybe got it within the next couple of tries, but I also feel like I could have carried on and done it all day and just still never landed it. So I'm going to stop and I just want to try another kickflip variation on the bank and just see how that goes. I may, after that, try some fakey flips again. I don't know, we shall see. But after that, I'm going to call the session because I've got places to be and people to see. So I do need to get off. Before I do, let's try a couple of backside kickflips on the flat bank. Now guys, don't think I've got it in my legs after that fakey kickflip battle. My legs have gone. It doesn't help, I'm stubborn and won't get a bus up to the skate park, and I end up doing like God knows how many mile walk to get here. It's not the closest park for me to walk to anyway. It takes like well over an hour to get here. But I'm so stubborn that I won't pay to get on the bus. I'd rather walk, and that probably doesn't help my legs either. But hey, positives, Euro gap, kickflips, all looking good. Fakey kickflip, I've not done it for ages anyway. I've probably only ever landed them once, twice, 3 times maybe a push, so I can't be too harsh on myself. As for the backside flip on the bank, that is actually something I used to do as a kid. I could never kickflip to fakie, but I could backside flip on a bank. And I used to go to a skate park in Stockport. It's called Bones. I don't know if any of you guys have known about that. And there I used to always do a backside flip on the bank. Every session, regardless. I've never done one since I've started back. So that is the first steps in the journey to getting that back. But that's for today. I'll call it, guys. I'll see you guys next week, which will be my birthday. So catch you in a bit, guys.